Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my property up here in Livingston, Montana. My name is Jim. Okay, today's date is the 11th of September of 2023, and I got exactly 4 o'clock in the afternoon Mountain Standard Time. Now, what I'm going to do is something a little bit different than what I have been doing on my channel. I'm going to take you folks up into some of the scariest... I'm going to take you to the scariest place you've ever been in your life. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to continue watching this movie file. You know, clip after clip after clip so you can get the whole idea of the thing here. But we're going to go on a little road trip with my Dodge Ram pickup, and that's all there is to it. So let's get on down the trail. Boom. Whoa. Across the center line there. Anyway, one thing I got to say is it's a lot easier recording in my pickup like I'm doing right now rather than on my e-bike. But anyway, irregardless of that, we're on US 89 going south towards Emigrant, Montana, towards Yellowstone National Park. And I'll be turning off at Emigrant and hooking up with a road called the East River Road. But anyway, this is Paradise Valley proper that I'm in right now. Like I say, US 89 south, going towards Yellowstone National Park. And that's all there is to it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up here on Emigrant, Montana, which is 25 miles south of Livingston, Montana on US 89. US 89 is an old US road, you know, an artery, if you will, that goes right to the north entrance of Yellowstone National Park. Now, right up here at this intersection, I'm going to be hanging a left, and I'm going to be going across the Yellowstone River. The reason being is I want to hook up with what us locals call the East River Road. East River Road. I think it's 485, but I keep forgetting the number. And that's going to take... We're going to be going up into Grizzly Bear country is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay. It's right there. It's 540. Their East River Road is 540, I do believe. I don't know. I keep forgetting all the time. I just call it East River Road. Okay, right up here, we're going to be going across the Yellowstone River for those of you that want scenery and all that kind of stuff. So, and up here with these trees and sign and bridges and everything. It's pretty busy out here today. Of course, got a lot of tourists floating around and everything, trying to get in the last minute. There we go with the river. Last minute sightseeing, I guess, before winter hits. So, you know, we are into September, so I'm going to be hanging a right up here on 540 East River Road. I think it's 540. You'll have to forgive me. I don't make a very good pilot. I just know where I'm going. The reason why I'm recording this, in case anybody wants to, you know, come up in this neck of the woods and go where I'm going to show you. But I'm taking you into Grizzly Bear country. That's what I'm talking about. So, well, here's a nice little scene I'll throw in. Here's the Yellowstone River. I'm on the east side of it. It extends over here. And I'm going up this East River Road here, which is right here, and I'm basically looking for a place called 6 Mile Creek. So if you're following me, anybody that wants to come up in this country, well, I actually gave you directions, if you will, but this is a nice sunny spot here. It's kind of warm today. It's 75 degrees in Paradise Valley. That's where we're going, to 6 Mile Creek. So I thought I'd stop and catch this scene right here. It's kind of nice. Okay then, off of 540 that I was just on, you want to take a left right here where it says Dailey Lake 8 miles. This guy right here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, we're going to hit a Y. You stay to the right, you go to Dailey Lake. You stay to the left, and you go up to a place called 6 Mile Creek, and that's where we're going. 6 Mile Creek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what you got to remember. And this basically, ladies and gentlemen, is Grizzly Bear country. Not exactly right here, but these Grizzly Bears, they're getting they're getting to the point anymore where they're getting awful brave and they're starting to come into places where they normally don't. So let's stop burning daylight and get on down the trail. Okay, while we're bumping along here, headed up to 6 Mile Creek, I'll show you some of the Absaroka Mountains. Absaroka is how it's pronounced. Absaroka, that's an Indian word that means Crow Indians. It looks like it's spelled Absaroka, but it's not. So anyway, that's basically where we're going to be at. Now, how far I can get up on this place called 6 Mile Road, I don't know. Last time I was up here, it was pretty doggone gnarly. The road was terrible. So anyway, I just thought I'd capture this little scene right here. Might as well stop burning daylight. There's a nice scene right here. I can sit here, I'm right in the middle of the road until somebody comes along and blares at me, but yeah, it's part of the Absaroka Mountains. Absaroka. Now what peak that is, I'm not sure. I forgot to look on the map. We got mountain peaks all over the state of Montana. Montana is a Spanish word that means mountains, by the way. Okay, that's enough for that little scene. Well, I thought I'd record this little chunk of the road right here since it's nice and shady here. Yeah, I'm still on my way up to what they call 6 Mile Creek. That's just basically a creek and a road that goes up into these mountains is all. There's a place up here called Dailey Lake. It's one thing on my channel, I don't think I've ever recorded Dailey Lake, but I'm going to come up here one of these days and do that very thing. It's not a very big lake. There's not any trees around it either. It's kind of out sitting out in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, people like to come there and camp and whatnot have you. But like I say, no shade, so it's kind of a weird little lake. But I just thought I would record this little section of road right here because it's pretty nice looking. I always like it when I can get into areas like this because I'm not being blinded by the sun. The sun has a real unique way of screwing up my recordings, especially when I'm doing this road stuff, when I'm recording from my pickup here like this. I know, I've done enough of it in my day. Okay, well, let me get off of here for now. Okay, let me record this sign right here. There used to be a sign up in this country called 6 Mile Creek, but they might have taken it down. I had a friend of mine, an acquaintance of mine, that got mauled to death last year right up in this canyon up there. Right up there, 6 Mile Creek. And that's where I'm going to go, but I don't think I can travel up that road right there very far because it's a nasty, it turns into last time I was up here, that road was pretty doggone nasty. I'm not improved, gnarly, ruts, rocks, you know, all that kind of stuff. So this is typical grizzly bear country. That's what I want to say here. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to get something real straight here real quick. It's my understanding that Joe Biden and company are trying to get our firearms away from us. Look, when it comes to these doggone grizzly bears, sometimes firearms is the only thing that you've really got that's going to save your life. Some of you people out there just have no idea how strong and dangerous and vicious that these animals are. They will rip you to shreds. And sometimes bear spray doesn't work right. Sometimes the wind isn't in your favor and like that. So the simple fact of the matter is I've used firearms a lot up here in Montana for self-protection. You have to ask yourself, what is more important, these animals that want to kill me or me? What's more important, the life of a grizzly bear or a human being like myself? And plus that, I'm a veteran, a grandfather, a husband, and a man of God, so to speak. Nah, some people out here, when it comes to firearms and stuff, don't know what they're talking about. It's just that simple. And like I've always said all along here, the government wants my firearms, just come and get them. Come and get them. I'm going to show you my bear spray, okay? Watch real close. You see that little bag right there? I have a brand of bear spray called Glock. There's a Glock 20, a 10 millimeter in there with 46 little protectors, 46 little projectiles that are going to help me with bears. But the thing of it is, I do not even remotely want to shoot at bears, hunt them. I don't even want to photograph them, especially when it comes to grizzly bears. I don't want nothing to do with them. That's one of the reasons why that I've lived as long as I have, because I've spent most of my life avoiding grizzly bears, not trying to get in their space. You try to get in their space, and they're going to tear you a new derriere. Promise, promise. Very well, as I wandered my way up here, I might as well turn the camera on and catch a little of this. This is a Absaroka mountain range, like I've said several times. And this is grizzly bear country, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it. You come up in this country and you don't take this stuff into consideration, well, you could possibly die. You know, you need to pack bear spray, do whatever. Well, this road here is getting weird like usual. Got a hairpin 180-degree turn right there. But yeah, you need to be bear aware. I've had several talks on my channel about this very issue. I really can't go into it all right here while I'm trying to record this. But just take a look at this country. This is atypical grizzly bear country. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, yeah, I've been down this road, but it's been quite a few years since I've been in here. This road here is definitely not the best maintained road. And I know there's some it's Forest Service back in here, or state land or something, I'm not quite sure. You have to go through some private property to get in here, but this road's not marked very well. It used to be a sign saying 6 Mile Creek, but I don't know, I don't know what happened to the sign. So anyway, if you just follow kind of what I've already shown you on this video, you'll be fine if you want to come back in here. But you know, be bear aware. You come into this country, I guarantee you, this is, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is some of the scariest country here. Let me watch you. Look at here, there's a nice little creek. I grew up fishing creeks like this right here. Probably a lot of brook trout in there and whatnot have you. But anyway, let me continue on up here. But you come up into country like this, you know, instead of lollygagging around and going, oh, look at the beautiful butterflies and all this other weird stuff, you need to, you know, be bear aware. There's no other way I can describe it. And myself, since I grew up in this country, I just, you know, the old hair on the back of my neck just starts kind of standing up. You know, when I'm in country like this, or I've got a perception about me. Am I claiming like I'm Daniel Boone or something, or Kid Carson? No. Or Jim Bridger? No. But, you know, I was born in Montana. 72 years ago, I was born in Kalispell, Montana. That's grizzly bear country up there, too. So, that's all there is to it. I don't know how far I'm going to go up this road here, but let me cut this off and so I can drive better. Well, then I'll continue to video as I'm going up this grade here. Like I say, I don't know how much further I'm going to go back in there here. And no, I'm not going, even though I'm armed, I'm not going to go backpacking back in here or anything like that, because it's getting close to my supper time. And I purposely came up here later on in the afternoon so I'd have better photographic light, for one thing. So, you know, but on my channel, I've had a lot of people asking me about grizzly bears and taking pictures and doing this and doing that. I ain't doing none of the above, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing I can do is just warn you about them things, because I've spent a lifetime avoiding grizzly bears. I want to make this perfectly clear. I've never shot one. I've never, you know, I seen a couple one time through the scope of a rifle, but they were like, I don't know, maybe a half a mile or something away. They were quite a ways away. They were at probably no danger to me or whatever, but But have I been real close to grizzly bears? I've been within probably 50 feet of a grizzly bear. Maybe, 100 feet, 50 feet, something like that. So, does that make me an expert? No, but 72 years old, I'm still alive, so it makes me something. That's all there's to this. Anybody that starts telling you about, grizzly bears and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, and they don't give you a big warning, they don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, this is some nice country up here. I don't know how further I want to go back in here or not, but I think I'll turn around right here. Wow, look at that. There we go. That's kind of nice. But yeah, this is 6 Mile Creek here. Actually, 6 Mile Creek is really down in there, I do believe. Yeah, right down in there. And there's the old sun right there trying to peek over the hill. So let me turn around right here. Okay, here's a nice scene right here. Let me show you this. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Paradise Valley, Montana. Taken from this perspective, I am south of Chico Hot Springs. I'm south of Prairie, Montana, and I'm south of Emigrant, out there on the highway. So there you are with all that. I don't know, I keep saying that all the time. There you are with all that. I don't know why I do that. Okay, that's seen enough for this go around, I reckon. Yeah, you want to see some more mountains? Check them out. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, the Absaroka Mountains, Absaroka. Absaroka. A lot of people want to say Absaroka, but that is incorrect. Let me go over here like that. Pretty nice scene. 6 Mile Creek. Yeah, you're definitely looking at grizzly bear country, plain and simple. And these grizzly bears, the thing about them, in this backcountry here, they're well known for being in the backcountry, but I happen to know firsthand that they're coming down every year a little bit closer to the river. I'm talking about the Yellowstone River, where there's lots of people and campers and stuff like that. So you come up here to Montana, if you're not being bear aware, well, I feel sorry for you. Now, I don't know what we got going here with this road thing. Road use restricted. I wonder why. Yeah, I don't even know. I might have missed that 6 Mile Creek or whatever have you, but because, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, there was a fellow that got mauled up here last year. In fact, I'm gonna speak about that here in next scene. Well, I hope you can see me okay. Like I've been blabbering along on this video, there was a fellow last year, early in the spring, I think it was in March or April, I do believe, a Livingston resident, Paradise Valley resident. Anyway, he was up here with a buddy of his, and they were shed hunting. They were horn hunting, because you take like a bull elk's rack is worth something around $300 or $400. These people that you sell them to, they're usually Asians. They believe that these horns have got an aphrodisiac, a medicinal effect to them, so they'll pay pretty good money, for antlers, deer antlers, elk antlers, and all that. Anyway, that's what this fellow was doing, was up here horn hunting, and I'm betting you a dime to a dollar he more than likely ran into a carcass, and he more than likely was trying to harvest the horns, and a bear got him, because these bears, they like to stash their prey. In other words, if they find carcasses or they find carrion, dead animals, they'll partially bury their meat and stuff like that. They'll bury their dinner and come by later and munch on it. Well, chances are this buddy, this friend, I didn't know him real well, but I knew him. He more than likely came upon some carrion or a carcass that he probably shouldn't have been fooling around with. And I have an idea that the bear wasn't too far away. Next thing you know, he was on him. He mauled him, he killed him. It's just that simple. And I told myself not to make a big deal out of it, but it was right up in this country here. Are some of you people taking this serious? Because this actually happened. If you don't believe me, go back on my channel and you'll catch on. It was either last year or the year before, but I made a couple of videos about it. I didn't come up in this country, but I always put it in my hat to come up here. Okay? So that's all I really want to say about this. You need to be bear aware. A person needs to take precautions when they come up into grizzly bear country. It's just that simple. Boom. Yeah, what I'm going to do here is give you guys a panoramic view of this 6 Mile Creek area, Dailey Lake area, and so you can kind of enjoy what I'm enjoying, if you will. Yeah, this is looking down into Paradise Valley, Montana. Now, if I got time, I'm going to run down here and maybe do a scene or two at Dailey Lake. I don't know yet. But I just thought I'd grab this scene right here. It's pretty nice. I could keep crawling all over these mountains, but I'm not going to, just because there's no point. I just wanted to bring you up to the scariest place you ever been. And that's as far as grizzly bears go. It's actually a real nice area, but you know, it's a real nice area to positively be bear aware. Right there, that's a nice scene. Okay then, as I'm leaving this area right here, I'm pretty sure this is 6 Mile Creek. This area has been pretty short on signs, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. And if I don't, I'm pretty close to 6 Mile Creek in this country I've been photographing. Let me go on the other side of the pickup here and show you. Yeah, that's a nice little view right there, in my humble opinion. 6 Mile Creek, ladies and gentlemen, on Paradise Valley, Montana. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Very well, ladies and gentlemen. Don't say I didn't take you to Dailey Lake, Montana. Oh, look at here, man. It's supposed to be, what does that sign say? Camping fee. It never used to be that way. Dailey. This is Dailey Lake, Montana. Not too far from where we were up in that canyon of 6 Mile Creek, but yeah, this is just a little pond that sits out here, not very many trees around it. And all this other stuff. Let me go down here. I don't know, man. I don't want to pay nothing because I don't plan on camping here. I got to go get supper. There's a nice little view right there, guys. Check it out. Dailey Lake, Montana. Yeah, baby. Oh, nobody comes running at me with some, wanting me to pay and all that good stuff, because I ain't paying nothing. I'm a non-paying resident of the state of Montana. I don't pay to camp and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Dailey Lake. They do a lot of windsurfing here, if you want to know what they do. I think there's perch fishing in here and a little bit of trout fishing, but there's not too much greenery around this place. Which I do know. Hey, it's a pretty nice scene right there. Sorry if all it's jiggling around, but ow. Yeah, that's a nice little scene there. Dailey Lake, Montana. Not too far from 6 Mile Creek Canyon and all that. Okay. I just wanted to record a little bit of this, just to say I've been in here. Okay. Pretty nice little scene right there. I don't know, the sun's probably blinded my iPhone here, but I'm doing the best I can, ladies and gentlemen. I always do. Sometimes it don't work out. Okay, I'll go on to the last scene, I guess I'm going to do here. Very well. Thanks for coming with me on this trip, ladies and gentlemen. I am done. I'm out of the mountains right now, and I'm sitting right beside the Yellowstone River, and I'm headed back to Livingston. Now, Dailey Lake that you just seen back there is approximately 40 miles from Livingston, and if you folks can remember that big Y in the road that I took left and went up 6 Mile Creek, I ran into a couple of confused campers. These guys were dragging big campers, and they didn't exactly know how to stay right and go. It's a private road. The guy just doesn't want you driving off the road, you know, but you can go on it, you know. But anyway, I could tell these people were all confused and went driving up into that canyon. That's no canyon to be dragging a camper up into. See, that's what I'm talking about. Up here in Montana, you need to be bear aware. You need to keep your food tightened up. You need bear protection, bear spray, firearms, whatever you feel comfortable with. I don't feel comfortable with anything except for my Glock. All of these things, you know, anytime you come to Montana, there's always all kinds of stuff you can read about bear protection, like making a lot of noise, grouping up. These bears don't like to be surprised. They can smell human food a mile away and all this other stuff. You need to read up on it and take this stuff serious, because what I just got done showing you was prime grizzly bear habitat. It's just that simple. And like I reiterated earlier in this video, these bears are getting more and more. It's become more and more frequent that they're coming down here in the lowlands. The lowlands, when I'm talking about the lowlands here, I'm talking about the Yellowstone River, you know, the Paradise Valley. So it's you know, I'm not going to say you're going to see a grizzly bear running down through the middle of Livingston or anything like that, but, you know, I'm just warning people to just, when you come up into Paradise Valley, be careful. Okay, that's all I got to say. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you appreciated what I did here. We shall see you on down the trail, and take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Adios, my friends. Boop.